time for another video. It is Friday. The last video, the Final Boat video, would have already been up for a week. Remember, if you subscribe, if you comment, whatever, we are shouting those people out every single week. Might think it's really stupid, but I think it's cool. Just a little bit of a way to get some appreciation. We got all the dogs here. Brody's hiding under there. My dad's dog, Fred. My yellow lab, Gussie. So kids are at school. It's back to school time. I don't work Fridays. Typically, I should say I don't work Fridays. I might have to from time to time. So we are going to get a haircut midday today. But before that, we got some stuff we got to do to our purple car. So this bad boy right here is very dusty and very dirty. But I can't put the window down and I can't put the window up randomly because it's like crocked in there. So I need to figure that out. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take it to the shop right now, get the window fixed. The kit over here lost some of its hardware. I hard mount this entire car just because it's a street car, the stuff never comes off. So I gotta get some new hardware in there and just a couple things to clean it up and make it proper. Don't mind my water bottle. So that is the plan for today. Let's see if we can get the purple car all wrapped up. And then this evening, after the kids are home and stuff like that, we can focus on the blue car. So here we go. Let's head to the shop. All right, made it to the shop. I think first we should give you an update. What's going on? There's a lot happening in here. Purple car here, hard mount kit, fix the window. Hopefully it's something easy. And maybe a couple other piddly things here and there. Blue car update. Blue car still where we left it. Valve cover won't be back until early next week, I believe. Turbo kit is still out, but we can make progress today. So, with the turbo kit, I do have that oil feed line I need showing up today. So we'll get that oil feed line on. I can get all of this back in the car, which will be great. ECU will be showing up as well. And once I get all this back in car, I can put on my English tune plate, my English tune dipstick holder, all that stuff. So what you see right here. So we are good and close there. We did get the HKS actuator mated up. If I never did show you that, we can just adjust this rod right here to figure out how much pounds we want to be pushing out of the turbo. My understanding from looking online is like 14 or 15 is what this is capable of. And then you put on a manual boost controller for the extra couple PSI. So we're hoping to run that thing at 17 and see what it makes. Martin's the one that did the ECU and all of that. So that's good. Bryden's car is here. So this is Bryden's Fiesta. The transmission is out. While it's out to do a slave cylinder and all that because it's internal slave, he figured let's just do a clutch and all that too. So they are doing all of that at the same time. And then Jake, my other shop mate, this is his brother-in-law's truck. I think he did brakes all the way around. You just got to do like one of the front sides yet. So that's why that's in here. So we do have some cleaning and organizing to do out here in the shop yet. This is my Eclipse that I bought, second-gen Eclipse I bought when I was 17 years old. So that's a funny little story that's going to make a comeback at some point. Clear hood, totally fast and furious. Everything's fiberglassed and all that. So let's get to work on this one. I'm just going to piddle around and do some of the stuff, get the door panel off and all that. And hopefully I show you here a video in a minute of everything working. Oh, I cannot figure out this window. Took the door panel off, took the trigger switch thing, whatever you want to call it, out. Stole one from the blue car, put that in, still didn't fix it. The whole door panel's off, looking at everything, picking up, pushing on things. Nothing wants to move. Doesn't seem like I hear a clicking, I don't think, when I push the button in, which is super annoying. So yeah, I don't know why that's not working. So I took a break from it and I hard mounted the kit. So that's good. This side is now proper and fixed. It's probably terribly hard to see, but those two little Allen guys right there, every piece is hard mounted on this car. So hard mounted in front, bumpers hard mounted. The rear bumper is not. The rear bumper still has zip ties. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And I'm not gonna change it right now. So it's hard mounted up here. But on the sides down here, I have zip ties. So whatever. That is fine. I think I am going to mess around a little bit with this. So I don't know if I showed anything about this. I don't believe I did. I bought a little gauge pod from Amazon and I grafted it into the glove box. So I had my gauges in there and I had them like 3M taped down and they just never wanted to stay. They would fall, they would knock, they make noises. It drove me absolutely crazy. I hate rattles and stuff like that. It just bothers me. So I bought that, grafted that in, ran the wiring through. All the wiring is hidden and put into the box. All I have to do is take like a Dremel and like shave it down a little bit so that it is good and the gauges fit. And besides that, once my ECU gets back and hook my power back up, I don't know if it matters or not, but I don't want to hook my power back up until I get my ECU. But once I get that, then I can see how cool it all looks and all that. So I'm going to work on that until I got to fly for my haircut. And I'm going to put the door panel back together until I want to spend a little bit more time figuring out the window. Maybe this weekend at some point. So just little updates of what I've been up to and what's going on. And tinkering on the cars. Still doesn't work, but that's back together at least. Blue car, I did something that I wanted to do for like a year. I finally took the time to do it, and I'm very excited about it. And it's this. Bow. So I got water temp here, boost here, and AFR here. I got them at an angle. One, I think it looks cool too. When I'm looking, it's almost like I see it straight up. So that's cool. I do have an Okachan Yashio factory water temp gauge in Celsius. But I feel like at times this gauge is telling me that the car's overheating. And then I look at this gauge and it tells me it's like 180. So I hooked that up and ran that and made that proper. This right here, you can see where I grafted it in. I am going to grab a paintbrush and then some black spray paint, and I'll actually spray that black spray paint in a can and I'll brush it on and I'll slowly overlap it until like it looks like it belongs in here. Just some OCD stuff. So interior stuff's good. I'm gonna go get my hair cut. We are going to wait on the rest of the parts to show up here for the blue car so we can knock some of that stuff out. But yeah, haircut, oil feed line, ECU tomorrow, boost gauge after the car's running and driving, and I got the cams all proper, and yeah, we're rocking and rolling. I'll see you guys back here tonight and we'll go over more of what's happening. All right, it is many, many, many hours later. I am at the shop. I've been here for several hours and I haven't recorded anything, and now I am giving you guys a update. So this is where we're at. A lot of this probably looks the same. The turbo's in there now. So we have all the lines on, S14 Spec R turbo in there, Jazz manifold, still obviously waiting on the valve cover for a couple days. This is the new line that I was telling you guys about that was going to come in today. That's hiding down in there. So that is all in now. So once we get the valve cover, obviously we can put a lot of that stuff back together. I still need to do the belts. That's probably not a tonight thing, maybe a Sunday thing. But do the belts so I can get the radiator and all that stuff back in. One cool thing, I might have showed this already, and if I did, I'm going to show it again. Just totally cool. This. So I took all my gauges, put them in there, tucked and hid all the wiring. Everything is all proper. Can't see it. No offense to anybody, but no ugly stuff on the dash. Now, my buddy Austin hooked me up with a battery. This big AC Delco boy. And it's been a long time, months, since this old girl's been fired up. So today's the day. We all decided that this thing needed to get started. So I will turn it back on, or I'll start recording again. I'll start recording again once I got this thing fired up. Like a time capsule. It just works. It's all old stuff and it works really good, and we just leave it. We never touch it. We never mess with it. It runs a Honda box, AEM V2 Honda box from Drift Motion back in the early 2000s. It's just got a bunch of old shit and a bunch of Chase Bay stuff, dude. This thing just rocks. Stands, Origin Lab, Chase Bays, and that's all of it. So I think we get some revs out of this thing. At 170 degrees, I revved the snot out of it. It's at 162. It just like works. It just works. You just leave it alone and don't touch it. It works great. All right, Sunday afternoon. We've been out here for hours and I didn't record anything. And then all of a sudden everybody was like, hey, are you still recording stuff? And I was like, yeah, I am. So here we are. We put all of this together. So all of this is back together now. So obviously we're still waiting on a valve cover so we can put all that stuff back in, but all the piping's in, intake's in. This will go to the valve cover. Got my super sweet English tune dipstick hold down. The plate will go on after the valve cover's on, but everything is back together this way. Only thing I had to do is I had a tear in my vacuum hose right there, so I got to do that, but we're doing good. My ECU came back yesterday for Martin, so I'm going to put that back in, and then I have a whole bunch of battery tie down and stuff for the silver car over there, so I'll probably do that now. Frankie's been working on his car, trying to get it to align properly.
Yeah, I'm still like a half-inch towed out. We're towed in.
So it's not good. That's bad news. That's bad news. But we just popped a battery in this thing the other night to get it started. I'm going to actually put it in properly now. All those terminals and stuff suck. So I will put that in and get my ECU in. And we'll just be waiting for the valve cover to come back from powder coat. We'll be rocking and rolling. So that's your update for right now. I'm going to get that going. Back on the ground. Silver car is obviously running. We got it all warmed up, so we're gonna go try driving here real quick. Got all the battery stuff in, so that's all clean and proper. I would show you, but I would have to open up the trunk and do a bunch of stuff. So Parker and I are gonna go take this for a drive and just put a little bit of miles on it, I guess you could say, to see how this thing's doing. Make sure everything's still good. Typically, once it gets warm, it's not so bad.
Oh man.
That's about as fast as I remember it being.
Yeah, every time, dude.
Holy smokes.
Every time I'm just like, just hold on, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, especially when you start hitting those bumps, you're
Yeah.
like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Fucking surfing.
Alright, so this thing runs really well as far as I'm concerned. Staying nice and cool, nothing weird. Parker was nice enough to let me borrow his steering wheel since technically the steering wheel for this car's at home. But it's just as fast as I always remember it being. I'll give you another little pull here. So roughly speaking, that's like 110. I had to let off for a second. We're getting a little squirrely. The alignment's definitely off. It's wandering, but small things. Can feel it grabbing the road, every little groove. This kid's jogging, got his attention.
Okay.
Maybe by next weekend we gotta put an alignment on this thing and then go take it out to our spot and go shred it.
Hell yeah.
That thing's dope. Let's warm this thing up. Just in as we watch back those clips, obviously that video is a little bit scattered. Maybe that's just my MO. Life goes on, maybe it'll get better, I don't know. One thing we're gonna do here quick, obviously, is we're gonna shout out the people that commented like we have been doing the last couple of videos. After this clip, I'm gonna give you a little bit of preview of the blue car. The blue car is back together. The ECU's in, valve covers on, all that. You get a sneak peek of all that stuff. But it runs like trash. I don't know, we're doing something wrong, obviously. Today is Friday, this video goes up today. We have a call with Martin this evening, the tuner, RS Enthalpy, to hopefully figure out what's going on. But that's where we're gonna end it with the clip of the blue car. So here we go, Kai Guy _ car guy commented again for us. Thank you, Kai. Heck yeah. My mom commented, awesome job, nice transitions in your clip. Thanks, Mom. That is huge. I'm actually liking these right now as we're going through them. I didn't do that. Frankie _ EG, my boy Frankie commented again. Tomei cams go brap, 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 brap. They sure do. They sound great. Parker, my homie that's in a lot of these videos, along with Frankie. JZ good, SR good, KA good. So that is awesome. I totally agree. I love this little KA car as well. Chad Boy Bride Eye, so my boy Bride, that's also in a lot of these videos. So stoked to see the progress. Can't wait to see that blue car rip. Me too, my man. I cannot wait. So got a little bit of head cold if I sound funny. I'm in my garage. If you hear the cars drive by, I live in the town, city of Fond du Lac. But we will wrap this up. Thank you so much for you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us boost our channel, and we really appreciate all that. I will comment on next week's video again. Hopefully we can do some don'ts in the blue car. Hopefully we can take it to our spot and make some clips. We'll see. Thanks, guys.